You're bleeding out. 6 months in and your business feels like a wound that won't stop bleeding. Your bank account is hemorrhaging. Your energy is draining. Your hope is dying. And you're standing there with your finger on the exit button, ready to walk away from everything you started. I get it. Because month 6 is when dreams go to die. It's the graveyard of good ideas. It's the place where most entrepreneurs give up, turn around, and crawl back to safety. But here's what they don't tell you. Month 6 is a mirage. It's a fake finish line that tricks you into quitting right before the real race begins. Success doesn't happen at month 6. It happens at month 18. I'm Adela, 21 years in business, 7 businesses started, 5 of them died. And some of them, I killed on myself at month 6 before they even had a chance to breathe. Today, I'm going to show you why month 18 is the turning point and why month 6 is a trap and how to survive the valley when it feels like you're drowning. Part 1. The month 6 trap. Month 6 is quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. You've been grinding for 6 months, posting every day, emailing suppliers, creating content, doing everything the gurus told you to do. And what do you have to show for it? Nothing. Your bank account looks like a crime scene. Your Instagram has 47 followers. Your sales dashboard is a ghost town. And then you make the mistake of scrolling. You see people celebrating their first 10K month. You see people launching products that are selling out in 48 hours. You see everyone else winning and you're sitting there drowning in silence. So the voice in your head starts whispering, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I picked the wrong business. Maybe I should just go back to a normal job. That's the month 6 trap. It's a psychological prison. It convinces you that if it hasn't worked now, it probably never will. It convinces you that everyone else has a secret that you don't have. It convinces you that you're the problem. But here's the truth they won't tell you. Month 6 is too early to know anything. You haven't even started yet. You're still in the warm-up. You're learning how to walk and you're expecting yourself to sprint. You haven't built trust yet. You haven't found your voice. You haven't figured out your people. You're a seed on the ground and you're wondering why you're not a tree yet. But seeds, they don't become trees in 6 months. They become trees in 18 months. And if you dig yourself up at month 6, you will never know what you could have become. Month 6 is just a warm-up. The real game starts at month 18. Part 2. Why month 18, you ask? Why not month 12? Why not month 24? Because month 18 is when the compound effect explodes. At month 6, you're still in the dark. You're fumbling around trying to figure out what works. You're testing products. You're testing messages. You're testing audiences. You're scientists with no data yet. At month 12, you've got a few clues. A few breadcrumbs, but you're still not there. You're getting some traction, but it's not consistent. You're seeing glimpses of light, but you're still in the tunnel. But at month 18, that's when the tunnel opens up. At month 18, you've built enough trust that people start talking about you. You've posted enough content that your name sticks. You've tested enough strategies that now you know what works. You've survived long enough that the weak competitors, they've all disappeared. You've refined your products enough that it actually solves problems. Month 18 is when your business stops being a gamble and it starts being a machine. Picture a flywheel, one of those massive industrial flywheels. In the beginning, you're pushing it with everything you've got and it barely budges. You're sweating, you're exhausted, you're wondering if this thing is broken, but you keep pushing and slowly, inch by inch, it starts moving just a little. And then a little more. And then suddenly, it's spinning fast. And now you're not pushing anymore. You're just guiding it. That's month 18. That's when momentum takes over. But most people quit at month 6 because they can't see the wheel moving yet. They can't feel the momentum building underground. They think nothing is happening, so they stop pushing completely. And that's the biggest mistake you can make. Because that wheel was about to spin. I promise you it was. If you're finding this video valuable, please do me a favor. Give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button below. I post videos every Thursday on building products businesses from scratch. No fluff, no hype, just what actually works. I also have a free blueprint, 50 product ideas you can start selling today with 0 money. It's in the description. It's completely free. Get it now. No fluff, just a blueprint. Part 3. My failures when I quit too early. Let me tell you about the businesses I murdered. Not failed, murdered. Because I pulled the plug before they got a chance to survive. First, my jewelry business. I opened a jewelry shop in a busy shopping center. I was young, I was hungry. I thought I was going to dominate. But I had Goliaths next door, the big competitors. They bought in bulk. They had economies of scale. They could sell cheaper than me. I was David without a slingshot. So after just a few months of getting crushed, I quit. I shut it down. I walked away. And maybe I was right. Maybe that business was doomed. But here's what haunts me. I didn't give it long enough to pivot. I didn't give it long enough to find a different strategy. I didn't give it long enough to discover a niche where I could win. I quit around month 6 when I should have stayed until month 18. I killed it before I even got a chance to evolve. Second, the clothing line business. I tried to start a clothing line. I loved fashion. I mean, I still do. I thought it was going to be my empire. But then the MOQs hit me like a truck. Clients wanted me to order 500 pieces, 1,000 pieces, 1,500 even sometimes at the time I started this business. And the trends, they were moving faster than I could think. By the time I figured out what to order, the trends were already dead. So I quit. I threw in the towel. I told myself this industry is not for me. But you know what I didn't do? I didn't exploit print on demand. I didn't look for smaller suppliers. I didn't pivot to clothing accessories where the MAQs were lower. I just gave up, and I'll never know what could have happened at month 18. Third, the property finding service business. I thought I could help people find properties in the UK, charge a fee for it, make it work. But estate agents, they did it for free. No one wanted to pay me. The market didn't respond. So again, I quit. But here's what I should have done. I should have pivoted. Property finding for investors, relocation services for people moving abroad, targeting buyers that estate agents ignored. But I didn't. I just quit around month 6. And I'll never know what was waiting at month 18. Now, I'm not saying every business deserves 18 months. That's not what I'm saying. Some ideas are genuinely bad. Some businesses need to die. But the difference is this. You need to give it long enough to know for sure. You need to give it long enough to test. You need to give it long enough to pivot. And around month 6, that's not long enough. Part 4. What actually happens between month 6 and month 18? Why does month 18 feel like a different universe? Here are the 5 things happening behind the scenes. Number 1. At month 6, you're still a stranger. At month 18, people have seen your name 50 times. They've seen your post, they've seen your product. They've heard others mention you. Trust is a slow burn. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens through repetition, through showing up when no one is looking. Number 2, you're learning what works. At month 6, you're throwing darts in the dark. At month 18, you've got the data. You know which marketing channels work. You know which products sell. You know which messages hit. You've tested long enough to stop guessing. And data is power. Number 3, your competition is quitting. This is a secret weapon. At month 6, there are 100 people doing what you're doing. At month 18, 90 of them have quit. They gave up. They went back to their 9-to-5s. And you're now competing with 10 people instead of 99. Just by surviving, you've already won. Number 4, the algorithm starts favoring you. Google, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, they all reward consistency. At month 6, the algorithm doesn't know you. At month 18, it's pushing your content because you've proven you're serious. For example, my businesses now get recommended by ChatGPT. Seriously, ChatGPT now recommends my businesses. Number 5, you start believing in yourself. This is the biggest shift. At month 6, you're drowning in doubt. At month 18, you've survived. You've pushed through hell. You've proven to yourself that you can do this. And that confidence, people feel it. Trust me, they do. And they buy from people who believe in themselves. Part 5, how to survive from month 6 to 18. How do you push through when the pain is screaming at you to quit? Here are 5 ways I stayed alive. Number 1, stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop it. This will kill you. At month 6, you're comparing your beginning to someone else's year 5. That's not fair. Compare yourself to where you were 6 months ago. Have you moved further along? If the answer is yes, then you're winning. Number 2, focus on one metric. Don't track everything. Pick one thing. For me, it was revenue. Is it going up month over month? Even if it's just by $10 more, then I'm moving forward. Number 3, celebrate small wins. Your first sale, your repeat customer, your first 5-star review. Write them down because on the dark days, you will need proof the progress is happening. Number 4, build a routine that doesn't depend on results. You can't control when the sales come, but you can control showing up. Post every day. Email your list every week. Reach out to 5 customers every day. Do the work whether it's working or not. Because the work compounds. Number 5, remember why you started. When 1-6 tries to break you, ask yourself, why did I start this? For me, it was freedom. I didn't want to trade my time for money. I didn't want a boss. I didn't want a ceiling. And quitting meant going back to that. And that was worse than the pain of month 6. So here's what I needed to hear. Month 6 is not the deadline. Month 6 is not the finish line. Month 6 is barely starting the line. If you're in month 6 right now and you're thinking about quitting, don't. Not yet. Give it until month 18. Give it time to breathe. Give it time to compound. Give it time to work. Because the difference between people who make it and people who don't isn't talent. It's not luck. It's not even the idea. It's one word: survival. It's pushing through month 6, month 7, month 8, when everything feels like collapsing. It's staying when everyone else quits. And if you can do that, if you can survive until month 18, you look back on month 6 and laugh, I promise you. You think, I almost quit. I almost walked away right before it all worked. Don't let that be you. Don't let that be your story. Stay, push, survive, because month 18 is coming and it's going to change everything. I promise you that. And if you haven't grabbed my free blueprint yet, 50 products you can start selling to them with no money, it's in the description below. It's free. There's no fluff, there's no hype, there's no fantasies, just the blueprints. Next week, I'm going in depth about 5 of my failed businesses: the jewelry shop, the clothing line, the property service, all of it. What went wrong, what I learned, why failure is in the end. It's just data. You definitely want to hear this one. So subscribe now, put on your bell notification so that you don't miss it. And I'll see you next week Thursday. Thank you so much for watching.